Hey everyone. So just wanted to do a quick video on how I keep track of people that I speak to. Now we all know that the fortune is in follow-up, so it's super important to kind of have a list of the people that you're speaking to, or people that have liked something or commented on your posts, because then you'll know who you're aiming your time towards more of, and then it also gives you a good indication how well you are doing with networking. So if 1 week or a few days you notice you haven't been speaking to so many people, then that will give you an indication that that's probably the reason why your month has been a little bit quiet. Now, I have struggled with this ever since I joined the company, and I've tried so many different ways to track like who you're speaking to, and we all know the different ones. For example, you can keep a diary, and if it says on the 27th of January, I used to put down the names of people that I speak to, and then so on and so on. Or I'll just keep it in a notebook and I'll have a full page of people that I'm speaking to or that I have spoken to, and then just carry on adding them to the list. And then once a week or every 2 weeks, I'll go through the list to make sure I'm connecting with them. Now, I found a different way, which is a little bit easier for me, and I find it really works because not only I have it visually, but I also have it in like a statistics form on Excel. So for those of you that love Excel or like to record stuff on your computer or on your phone, I think this is a brilliant way. So what I did, I created an Excel spreadsheet, and right at the top I wrote down all the dates, so like 1st January, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Then right towards the left, I've got all the names down of people that I have either spoken to. Well, okay, no, so all of these are people that I have spoken to, actual private message conversations. And then whenever I have spoken to them on a specific day, I'd go along their name, and then up at the top is the date. So let's say I spoke to them on the 5th of January, so it will be Sammy, 5th of January, and then I'll put an X if it was a normal conversation. I'd put a P if it was a conversation about the products. I'll put an H if it was just a health conversation, a B if it was a business, and then I'd combine them and mix them up if I've spoken to them about, let's say, health and products or business and products. Then I'll put a PB or my initials. So yeah, so that's how I'm keeping track of it now. And whenever I do a massive follow-up, and I tend to do that once a week, and by follow-up I mean I go through my likes, I see who I could private message, who I haven't spoken to in a while. So in a while would probably be 2 weeks, because I don't want to speak to people too often if they're not popping up to me. So every 2 weeks, and then that column that I did the follow-up, I'd highlight in yellow, just so that I know that that was like a massive send out of people. And that usually I do definitely just before month end, and also in the beginning or middle, because then it kind of gives you a good continuation to your networking. Now, the thing that I also want to add onto this little Excel spreadsheet is this Facebook feed thing that we can do. If you go to the desktop version of your Facebook, on the left hand side you get loads of different options, and one of them is friends. You can go to that and you can actually create your own friends list. So you'll see that there's loads on there that are already created. Now, Facebook creates them according to your workplace or your location or your school that you attended to, and it just groups people together so you can see all your friends on there. And if you create your own list, now you have to be careful how you name that list, because there's 2 things you can do with that list. So for example, people that have liked something of mine, any post, or commented, I added them to a friends list called FHW likes. So Fearless Everyone likes, and that's just how I left the name of the group, and then in the list, and then inside you just put all the people, and then you can carry on adding people, you can take people away. So it's really handy. Now, it's really handy because of 2 things. One, when you're just scrolling, rather than scrolling on your main newsfeed or your most recent, which are obviously the most recent one is really good for your networking with new people. But this one is a specific one, so you know that these people are already liking stuff of yours and commenting or whatever, so you want to carry that friendship on because you want to pop up on their Facebooks even more. So when you go to do your scrolling and networking, you can just go to your specified friends list that you created and go into that to just network with those people, and it takes away all the business people, it takes away people that are maybe not so interested in or haven't shown you that much interest on likes or comments. So it's really like very specific and very organized. Now, another thing that you can do, which is really good, and I'm trying it out myself, is when you post something, you can actually change the privacy of that post. Now, most of our posts, obviously, it's better to have them as public because then you're reaching out to more people. But what I have learned over the past couple of weeks when I was doing a lot of training on Facebook algorithm and networking and things like that, is this strategy that you can actually post something, post it just to that friends list that you've created. So let's say I'm posting something specific about my health, or maybe just a little special offer that I'm going. Okay, maybe not the direct special offer because we don't want to do specific sales posts, but I'm not sure, any specific thing that you want just those people to see first. You can even do a post like, oh, if you're seeing this post, you're in my special list, and contact me for something for something special that you can receive. Just anything like that. So what's actually good about it is that if you post just to that specific friends list, obviously that's going to have a lot less people in there than your general friends list. So let's say you have 2,000 friends, and in that group you only have 50 or 60. This is actually really good because if you post that post just to that list, Facebook is going to show your post to probably most of those people. So that algorithm will work really, really in your favor. But because it's a lot less people, Facebook will be like, oh yeah, okay, it's only just for specific people, and she knows them because she's created a specific list for them. I'm going to show her post to those people. So that's really good. Now, keep it like that for a couple of hours and then change the privacy of that post to public. People will then see that that post already has some likes or some comments on it because that friends list that you've created would have seen it first, and most of them would have seen it, and because they've liked and commented on all of your stuff before, they're more likely to like and comment on this post as well. So then when you change the privacy setting to public, people will see that, oh, this post has this many likes or this many comments. What's it about? And obviously it will intrigue people. People will get curious and interested. So it's more likely that they'll actually react to that post more than if it was a fresh post with no likes and no comments. Now, that's just a few little tips that I found, and I wanted to quickly share with you guys because they've really helped me. And I love being organized. I'm a freak when it comes to Excel as well, so this strategy has really helped me with something that I've been struggling for a long time. So if it helped me, I wanted to share it with you guys because it might help you too. Bye bye. Oh, and as always, if you have any questions or if you didn't understand anything that I said, just drop a comment below or send me a private message and I'll try and explain it in a different way for you. Bye bye.